What is it? I get some food. Stop pitching.
Welcome back to my boudoir. It's just me, the dogs, and the octopussies. I'm doing free live energy updates. One question, one card for a sub. If you're already subbed to the channel, please like the live and share if you care. Paid general readings are dog. Paid general readings are $6 for 6 cards, $10 for 10 cards, and in-depth readings are $20 for 20 cards. Get the roadmap to your desires. Hey, Sophie, how are you today? How are you guys today? Nice to see you. Thanks so much for the like. Hello, Vash. Welcome to the channel. One moment, I'm just getting my cards together. I know I should have probably done that before I got on the channel. But I wanted to get started. I wanted to see who was around. You want a message from Lord Krishna? So today it's free live energy updates. One question for one card for one sub, Vash. If you are already subbed, please like the video, the live. I'm doing paid general readings as well as in-depth readings today. I think the chat's doing it again where it's retracting y'all's messages. I don't know why. Hold on. Thank you, Sophie. I think I've said it before. I wish that YouTube had it set up so that we could see each other, in a little video on our default, and if chosen to. We have to suggest that to them. That might just be too much, though. Too much. Are you looking for? Yeah, I don't know. So there is on the baker's rack. There's a tiny little plate where that bakeware is on the second shelf. You should find a clean, tiny little plate for that. Pardon me. Anyways, it might be too much Might be too intense on the server if everybody could show themselves live through their default pic, if chosen to. During like something like this, when someone's having a live and you're subscribed to the channel. So Vash, I'm just letting you know that Krishna wants you to know that you're going to be dropping some serious dough. Go on a shopping spree, buy an island, buy a zoo. Actually, don't buy a zoo, buy a sanctuary. Those are cooler. Yeah, what's your question, Preeti? Wow. What's your question, Pretty? I haven't eaten much today. I just worked and then had a snack and then decided to do a live. What's your question, Sophie? I'm all right. The world's all wrong. Dropping some dough. I didn't realize I had two cards like that. One's in the snow and one's snorkeling. A person snorkeling. Take a hot air balloon ride. Skydive. I would love to go on a hot air balloon ride. I don't know about skydive. Scuba dive. I don't know about that either. As long as they're not going to try to drag me out there to play with dolphins, unless the dolphins are like natural to the habitat, of course. African safari, no thanks. I don't feel like getting eaten or look at things eating each other. I think I could probably take a week of pampering from a health spa. Hire a personal assistant for a week, but it'd have to be somebody I personally know. Start a large tropical fish aquarium. Absolutely not. There has been no communication between Daniel and I. Does he still want to be with me romantically, or he found someone else? They actually have a holistic one here in the Atlanta area where you can get like organic manicures, maybe even like, I don't think they call them acrylic nails because I don't know that that's organic, but they do these like holistic French manicures. I always wanted one. I'm real weird about makeup and hair supplies, but especially nail. Like I usually wear gloves instead of getting my nails done because, polish really freaks me out because it has the same chemicals in it that my dad would use in the body shop to paint cars. And I don't see how that's healthy for any woman or man on the planet. Let's see what's up with Daniel. That fool better be calling you soon. Or as Sophia would say on the Golden Girls, we're going to have a Sicilian curse on him. Hey, Nene, how are you today? Okay, Spirit, what does Sophie need to know about Daniel? What does Sophie need to know about Daniel? What can you tell us in one card around the energy in regards to this person? What she needs to know? I'm really sorry you haven't heard from Daniel yet, but I just know you will soon. Well, Ace of Pentacles is definitely a yes card. But I think I told somebody last week, or maybe even I told you, that I felt like I wanted to kind of practice the cards without the yes-no interpretations because, I don't know, my best friend told me that somebody told her that tarot cards were never really meant to be yes, no, maybe so's. But what I feel like the Ace of Pentacles is telling you is that there's something prosperous about the wait, as if the wait will make you stronger by not waiting for it, not waiting for him to call you, not wondering if he's romantically found someone else, only staying on your timeline with him. I feel like if you keep sitting around day after day, wondering why he hasn't contacted you, wondering if there's somebody else he's romantically involved in, instead of thinking about what you want with him, and imagining yourselves together, because you're not separate. You're just sending out the waves to him about, being wishy-washy. You're sending out the waves of being, not going with the flow. Of course, it's more like repelling energy. I know that, and I know that sounds weird, but it's definitely energy that you don't want to be hanging out. I mean, you don't want to have to worry about whether or not this is your man. But you've got to also understand that you've got to just know it is. Because there's really a lot of readers want to say, oh, that he just wants to offer you a little penny with this Ace of Pentacles, but that's not what this card is about. It's not that little. I mean, yeah, it's not a 10 of Pentacles, but it's also not a 3 of Swords, which is a big fat no and heartache. Yeah, I really need you to stay in that energy where you're imagining what you want and enjoying the feelings of it, enjoying the exploring of it, enjoying knowing that it is yours. And there's so much more we could go into, but I don't have time. I don't have time. This is why I offer the other readings, because sometimes just one card isn't enough. But it is a positive card. It is a card that's about planting those seeds of emotional and financial security. This person might be going around wondering, thinking about if you're going through the same thing. Like, why no communication? Is there someone else that she's interested in? Did I say something dumb? Guys are just like really simple. They're not these articulate creatures like you and I, unless it's something that they're really into, like in collecting Star Wars toys, or rebuilding cars, or their computer and playing games on them, or war. And since men really don't play war like they used to, now it's all articulated and micromanaged. Like, men don't just start wars over land anymore. And it's your neighbor across the street. But they are very just simple creatures. It's so amazing. Just love them so much. Have a nice day, Vash. Thanks so much for your time. I think there was some girl that came here the other night, and I hope I wasn't too harsh with her, but she was trying to find out through an energy update if her fiance, who lived with her, was cheating on her, and then trying to throw him under the bus too. And I don't want that. I don't want the channel to be about that. Like, I don't want people to think that they can come here and bash their partner just because they're having a bad day and treat me like I'm the person they need to be talking to. I got hung up so many times at my job yesterday. I didn't even want to go today. But it's okay. I'm there now. And I'm here now. Today's a much better day. I don't know why. I think sometimes when people get tarot card readings, they think that they're going to hear what they want to hear. I think that they think that, the cards are going to do it for them. I think that they think that a psychic, while we just have the knowing, okay? Spirit doesn't tell us everything, and we can only give people what Spirit gives us. And then if we can't give more, it's like I get hung up on. That's why I get hung up on. And then of course, I'll get frustrated because I'll get some woman on the phone or some guy on the phone that's pissed at their partner because they're more concerned about the animals than them. Well, yeah, because you're unstable. That really needs some psychological help. And I can't say that to my client either. All I can do is direct them in a way that's gentle and courteous with understanding and empathy so that they can make up their mind for themselves. That's really what being a grief counselor is, and a death doula, I feel, as well as being a death doula. Like, you kind of just let the people guide you so that you can guide them. But I feel with tarot cards, they really can tell you things that otherwise you might not know about yourself, especially. But I don't like to, like, people ask me, what's so-and-so thinking or feeling? Well, I don't know. We have to see what the cards say. But I don't like to intrude too much past what's really going on in their mind. Like, I don't like to try to get in their head just because I can. I try to only allow spirit to tell me what I need to know. And that's why, I had a client the other day ask me, is it a situation when you're talking about spirit telling you things where it's just, you just know because that it's a feeling? Or is it like, I'm like, it's like your subconscious, like, when you have your subconscious tells you, oh, 2 times 2 is 4. It's as if it's your own voice, but it's an inner knowing and an inner wisdom thing that, like an angel whispered in your ear, is kind of what it's like. It's very similar to when you're thinking to yourself about something. I used to think that I was just crazy, but when other people started telling me that they were experiencing the same thing, I'd see my parents have ESP. I'd see myself have ESP with them. I knew there was something different about it. I didn't really understand though that, like, I had a gift, and I think everyone kind of has this gift, just a little bit, and depending on how far they want to experiment with it or explore it, is how far it might go subconsciously and consciously with them. I mean, and I've gone pretty deep. I mean, I've gone, I talked about astral travel yesterday. I talked about shape shifting yesterday. Shape shifting the world around me. I mean, like, I didn't know what manifesting was, I think, until maybe summer of 2014, spring of 2014. I mean, excuse me, I might have heard some people talk about it, but I really didn't understand it. And I didn't understand that I was doing it. Like, my mom got diagnosed with terminal cancer, and the apartment complex we were living in kicked us out because she was terminally ill. I actually had the fire chief call me on the phone, the city we lived in, and tell me, well, we're going to, it's serious. You need to find some other place to live, because if there was a fire in the building, we would just let her die. I was like, what? And they gave us 30 days to leave the apartment. And it wasn't because we were late on rent. It wasn't because we were bad tenants. All because their insurance policy at the complex didn't cover terminally ill people. And then I just told myself, well, I'm going to try to face the fears that this all brings up and go ahead and try unconventional ways of creating what I want. And I just don't put my faith in it. And then, like, the next day I got into Craigslist, which I don't like Craigslist. But, it's like, why try something the same way? So I was just like, let's try something the same but different. And I instantly found this place like this. And I mean, of course, when I walked into it, it was like, ugh. But I knew with some love and care that I could clean it up and get my mom in here and get my dad in here, and they would be safe and happy, and no one would tell them, well, you have to leave your home, your only home, because you're terminally ill and going to die. So I was trying to figure out what I had done. And then someone had explained to me, oh, well, you just use the law of attraction to get what you want. And because you believed and didn't waver and faced your fear head on, you created a situation like that. So I just started learning more and more and more, which kind of led me back to tarot cards, because my best friend got a boyfriend and wanted to constantly know how he felt about her. So I would ask. And I was like, well, this is fun. We'll just practice our cards together. And then she can read for me. I can read for her. And it also brought us a lot closer because despite being best friends all our lives since we were little girls, we live on different sides of the world. She lives in the UK. I live here in America. She's a nanny and an English Catholic school teacher. I'm a rock star. I mean, we're the perfect couple. And it really brought us together every day to not only learn something fun, but to communicate every day. And before that, she was going through a really abusive relationship and just wouldn't talk to anyone. So it was nice to, build the bonds of our relationship after she got out of that toxic situation and be able to help her through my tarot card readings and learn more about tarot cards. And I had a friend who dropped in on me in 2018, Bones, the lead singer of Stuck Mojo. He's like, oh, that tarot card reading you gave me, it all came true. And I had given him a tarot card reading on Christmas morning when I was 13. And I was like, maybe I really need to start doing this so I can help people. Even if I'm not making money at it, I'm going to keep doing this tarot card thing because it's really fun. I really find it to be fun, and I love to help people, especially when they come back and they tell me, oh my God, like, you were right. And I'm not always right, but more often than not I am. But I'm not saying that I always am. I mean, there's some people who are like, I don't think we've connected. There's some people who are like, they don't want to listen. They just want to hang up on me. And that's fine too. They'll be back. My kid is there behind me. I wish I had a kid. You mean my doggy?
Something like that.
Nene, you want to know how well your exam and result would be? Well, I don't answer exam and result questions. I will see what you need to know about what's going on in regards to the energy around you. What do you mean by kid? Do you mean my dog? Yes, my dog is my kid. Ruby's not feeling well today. I don't know what's wrong with her. I might take her to the vet tomorrow. She's not feeling better. Thank you. Nanny, let's see what you need to know about that education right now in regards to the results. And, an exam could be anything, but let's just see what the energy around it is real quick. 10 of Cups. This is something that you're going to complete. This is something that's going to be great. Don't worry about it. Perfect 10. I hope somehow that's helped. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with Ruby today. She did eat. She's eating well. She's drinking well. But she's in pain. I don't know what's wrong. Something about her shoulder today. She's older, so maybe she's having some arthritis issues. Yeah, it's the 10 of Cups, honey. So I gave her some CBDB-doobie-dee. And I put some CBDB-doobie-dee on it. She's feeling a lot better. I think more so than she was this morning. And who knows? Maybe she slept wrong or something. You know how sometimes we sleep wrong in our human beds? Maybe she slept wrong in her doggy bed. Okay, you can stay on my lap too. That's fine. Whatever floats your ferry boat. Her name is Ruby. There's Ruby, and then there's Rooney, and then there's Baby Gypsy with a J. But we don't call Baby Gypsy. We call her Ninja because she's sneaky. Very sneaky. You feeling better, Ruby Doo? Yeah. I think they might have, they like to play fight, Gypsy and Ruby. Ruby's her mommy. And they were really playing pretty rough yesterday. Really, really rough. I mean, both of them were like killing each other in the puppy hut. So they might have overdone it yesterday for Ruby because Gypsy's 3 and Ruby's 8 and been pregnant like 100 times. So once I brought Ruby home after her atrocious pregnancy bouts, we got her fixed and she lost a couple pounds and she's doing great. So it's unusual for me to have a day with her where she's not feeling well. Nothing worse than hearing dogs scream when they're in pain. I hate it. It's so sad. But they played so rough. So I think it's just they played too rough yesterday and or she slept wrong in her puppy bed. Yes. What kind of dog do you have? Okay, all right. I actually got the idea for the name of my tarot card business from my dog because her name is Gypsy. And you're like, oh, okay, all right. That's obviously not something that you want to be. That is not how you want to be touched. I'm sorry. Okay, is that better? Something with her shoulders. Like I don't understand. Like I don't know. I don't know what's going on with my doggy. It's really upsetting. Go lay down. You're comfy. I got to take her to get her teeth cleaned. Just local stray dog. Absolutely. They were just gonna take her to the pound, so I went and picked her up in Seattle. I just was like, no, you're not taking that. You're not taking that dog to the pound. Not over my live body or dead body. And I brought her home, and she became Puppy Rooney's forever best friend. He's another Chihuahua I have had for 11 years. Found him in a dumpster and a dump I lived in. I'm really glad I got dogs, man, because I used to have cats for years, and I love cats. Like, don't get me wrong, I love cats, but there's something about being able to, like, go out with my dog on a hike when I could hike long distances. There's something about, like, having the pack. And I've always loved dogs. Like, I had a Great Dane when I grew up, like, the most part of my first time, like, first 10 years, 12 years of my life. And I always wanted to get another Great Dane. So when I decided to get a dog again, I was going to get a Great Dane, but then I found Puppy Rooney, and I was like, yeah, Puppy Rooney can be my little tiny Great Dane. Anyways, as I was telling you, I named my tarot business Gypsy Queen Card Reader because of my dog. Because her name was Gypsy, and I came home and she was eating my tarot cards, and I just thought it was so cute that she was playing with them and eating them, and I was like, "Aren't you my little Gypsy Queen Card Reader?" Playing and eating with my tarot cards. I was like, guys, I'm like, there went that expensive Angel Oracle deck. Gotta get a new one now. I should probably take those cards out and give people a choice to use them if they want. So, according to my YouTube mentor, the algorithm has changed again. I'm not sure what that means, but if it did change in the last 72 hours, maybe that's why these lives I've been doing have gotten kind of slow. So maybe I need to find a new title for them. I don't know. I'm a little bit confused about how YouTube works in general. I know my YouTube mentor said something like, the stuff that you search is the stuff that gets suggested. Like whatever you watch is what gets suggested. But it's always been like that. That's nothing new. It's so cute. Dogs cause problem, man. I wrote a song called Dogs Cause Problems. I should probably really, I've written a lot of songs for dogs. I should probably just make my first album, all the dog songs I've written. Cats doing backup vocals. I used to be like a hardcore ninja vegan. Now I'm just not sure what to eat anymore. Afraid to eat anything, really. Just gonna eat some tarot cards, like the dog. I was thinking of starting like my own cooking show on YouTube for vegans, but then I was like, might burn myself. I'll just write myself a check and start doing tarot cards instead. I do really love to cook, though. I would really love to teach some people how to cook. Maybe one day I'll put some of my cooking stuff on here. Cooking and tarot and music. Yeah. I was reading all about and watching all about dogs and like why they like to cuddle with you in bed and why they like to cuddle in general and why they're the way they are. And it's so interesting to me. They're just really interesting creatures. I've had birds, I've had reptiles, I've had cats, I've had humans, I've had aquatic animals, I've had crabs, I've had, well, I mean like animal crabs, like literal hermit crabs in the tank. Nothing was as interesting. I mean, even a snake, like nothing was as interesting though as the dog. It's so funny that you asked me if I have a music channel because this channel has all my music on it. I guess I need to fix my playlist so that when people come to the channel, they'll see like my music over here and they'll see my daily tarot card readings over here and then they'll see my lives over here. But this is originally a music channel that I made. And then I just got to a point where I couldn't produce enough music to keep it going. And I didn't really feel like it was going to be worthy of me to teach anybody anything about singing or guitar playing or music in general because there's already so many people doing it. And I already think that everybody can sing no matter what. I just put that Elvis Presley cover up the other day. YouTube, quit messing with the algorithm. Yeah, and if you have a song request, just let me know and I'll check it out. I've been doing more covers than really my original stuff because I don't know why. Not so sure people really like my original stuff. Though it is there. It is there. I probably need to just fix all the playlists, add descriptions, new titles, new thumbnails. I'm just lazy because I work too much. So when I get to the computer, it's kind of like I'm all worn out. Like I don't want to play games. I don't want to mess around on the computer. I don't want to look at the TV. Just want to hang with the dogs and my guitar or my dad. Hang out with my family. Thank you. I love playing music. I love playing guitar. It's my passion. I also love musical theater and acting. I did acting in musical theater from the time I was 4. It really helped me escape my mental prison, being a character actress. I kind of dropped out of it to get more into my music when I became a teenager. And then one thing led to another, and I went from being a musician to being a waitress to being a maid and a house cleaner and all these stupid jobs, taxi driver, Dunkin' freaking Donuts. um, Now I've decided to become a tarot card reader. But I'm going to keep doing my music and my acting and try to get back into some theater here soon. Or get back into something, voiceovers, I don't know. Doing a lot of YouTube videos for the tarot card thing made me want to get into doing voiceovers. I know, a taxi driver. Oh my God, that experience was just way too much. And it ended in me dying and then coming back. And then I had to relearn everything. I was trying to buy a house in Nashville, but that fell kind of through because the housing market went crazy. And I really miss my band there, but I'm not really sure I'll be getting back to that anytime soon. So I've got to find other things to do with my music and my talent to do what I'm loving and make money while doing it. Because I don't know if in the next 6 months or a year, I don't know what's going to happen with the housing market. So I'm just, I just keep working and saving money and hopefully here soon do something fun with music. I'd love to get in a car and go on tour and play for fans that live all over the country, like all my other friends do. all your dreams will come true too. I think it's just the doubt that gets in the way. I think like the fear and the doubt will put pause on things. And this is something I've experienced. Like, this is something I've experienced multiple times. The doubt, the fear. So getting myself out of that state is what has brought me here today. I mean, I wasn't even sure if I could do YouTube lives. I always wondered, like, would I just sit there by myself waiting for someone to show up? Like, what is it that, or where is it that this video gets pushed out that other people will find it? Though I have realized, I have over the last couple of days have noticed that if I do a live, not a lot of people are showing up, like, organically. Now, I've noticed that some people who have really subscribed and hung out in their real channel are coming back, but that organic reach is not happening. And I'm not sure if it's because of my title of my live video. I'm not sure if it's because posting that you're going to have an upcoming live within 1 hour is good enough. Like, so I have to do something. I have to change something. I'm not sure really what it is yet. I mean, I guess I could ask around. God, and I'm trying to quit vaping CBD and just do it orally instead. It's really difficult. But at least I'm not on 2 milligrams of Xanax every day for anxiety. I'm really glad how, like, the law of assumption and the law of attraction has helped me become more of a healthier person. Like, I used to have terrible anxiety and smoke cigarettes all the time. And somehow I was able to just snip that, kick the cigarette habit. I feel much better for that. But after getting in the accident and being on a lot of pain medicine, and then coming off the pain medicine and still being disabled and still being on crutches and still having to live with all that pain, I wanted to find something that I could, take orally. And gummies, I wasn't going to do CBD gummies. And I stopped, like, doing Delta 9 because I didn't want to get into a situation where, I picked up some Delta 9 and it had some fentanyl on it or something. So I started doing, like, laboratory tested tinctures, CBD tinctures, CBD, CBG, and, like, really getting into educating myself about that whole green wheel of cannabinoids to help me with my pain and anxiety, because it was intense. Now I'm managing pain better, and through exercise, and lost a lot of weight, which helped as well. I think YouTube Shorts, if I get back into my YouTube Shorts, yeah, that will help. I have not done any, I stopped doing YouTube Shorts at the end of November, beginning of December, doing a lot of them like I like to do them, because I had to take some time to take care of my family and to take care of some financial situations that are, kind of difficult for me to cope with by myself. But I took care of it and still am. And it's going to get better, and it's gotten better since then. Today was supposed to be all about researching the connection that I want to make with people through tarot again, and getting back into my shorts. I know that they're going to launch that program tomorrow. and I haven't reached my goal in regards to the incredibly insane 10 million view. I mean, I haven't even like chipped 30K views, but or maybe I have chipped 30K views, but that 10 million, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot for someone who doesn't. I mean, I really want to keep my channel as organic as possible. I mean, yeah, it would be easy to go get AI to tell me what to do, but tell me what to say, tell me whatever. But I'd like to keep it as organic as possible. Which is why a lot of my music is as organic as it is on the channel, just me and the acoustic guitar. I was actually like quite surprised that some of the shorts I've even put up recently are just but it's okay. I'll get back there. I'll get back where I need to be with that. But maybe it's just the day that it is too. Maybe it's the day of the month, and maybe people are like just not on YouTube at this time of the day on Thursdays or Tuesdays, not Thursdays. So do you have any plans for this week or this weekend? I think after I do this live, I'm going to make a pizza and watch a movie. I hope so. I think you'll definitely do good with your exam, especially if you feel you already have. But if it doesn't turn out the way that you want it to turn out, just know that it will. It will. I'm going through some stuff right now where I'm kind of going through the same thing. And I have to learn some stuff that I'll never use in my whole life and have never, ever used in my whole life. I'm really annoyed about it. But I'll get there. I'll get it taken care of. And since I have a photogenic memory, since I have a memory, well, I guess I can have a photogenic memory because I can look at something and remember it. I have been able to reprogram my thinking and feeling in regards to, learning. It's very hard to remember things after the car accident. But that has changed, thankfully. And I just, retaught myself a lot of the acting techniques that they teach you when you get into acting and theater, or you get into stage work.
What's going on?
Not much. What's going on with you?
Seems to me you tell them the life story.
No, just one person came in the chat today. I think YouTube's changed its algorithm, so I'm not really sure what's going on. Usually people just are always showing up. It doesn't really make any sense to me what's happening.
Maybe they're busy or tired. Who knows?
Oh man, there's so many people on YouTube right now. It wouldn't even matter if people were busy and tired. There's probably, I mean, I bet you there's like even a bot somewhere that keeps track of how many people are on YouTube right now. YouTube has more than 2.6 billion active users as of 2023. YouTube Premium has 80 million users worldwide, and 52% of internet users worldwide access YouTube at least once a month. That's amazing and crazy.
What? The world is big. We could put a better job on the internet over there.
So, hey, what is the best title to get more people to show up at a live tarot event on YouTube? Very interesting. Maybe I'll try that. I do have a lot of skills. I just wish I could work more and make more money in the skills that I enjoy. Like, I want to be a writer. I am a writer. I want to write songs. I'd like to make money writing songs. That's what I like to do. Or books. But I find myself doing other people's papers or writing doing other people's work for them that I get paid to do. It's like not even stuff I give a shit about. Pardon my French. I don't know. I just, at least I'm able to, get some work to, have skills to do the work that I can do to keep a roof over the head. So I wonder if I probably can't change. I'm going to do a test. I'm going to close this live, and then I'm going to make another live with a different title and see if anything changes. I'll be back. Thank you so much for your time, Nene. I'm going to see if this new title is going to work.